All right, guys, we are back. Welcome to episode 9 of the Poor Decisions podcast. I am your host for the evening, Shactus himself, and I am joined by, of course, the god Jet Kamikaze
What up?
and young Sashimi himself, True 55.
More a sushi guy, but hello.
I hope everyone's doing well tonight. We have quite a few topics to talk about tonight, but first, most importantly, let's kick it off. What are we drinking tonight, boys?
All right.
You can go first.
Well, right now I got some. I'm a little bougie, a little, basic. I got some pink Moscato, and I also got a Truly on the side. So
Nice.
We are going freshman white girl. Okay, I like it.
Hell yeah.
yeah, bro. I got tequila for myself. So
Oh,
y'all just let
dog.
me know when.
Thank God I fucking pulled that shit off, but alright,
Oh, I
cool.
look
Fuck
for
it.
it. I look for it.
Mm, Doesn't surprise me.
All right, Mr. Abe, what are we sipping on this evening?
Um, for moi, I am drinking, I think, a Malbec from Australia.
Um, I did want to did go ahead and get myself one glass of whiskey because I thought Kevin was
Nice.
gonna be in here, and I didn't want to be a little bitch.
Oh,
But
Bro, it's been
now I
like
don't think he's in
seven.
here.
It's been like 7 episodes of you doing nothing but water, bro.
right.
I know, and I'm kind of mad I didn't just stick with my water. What is
No, Kevin will pull up in a second.
it?
He was like,
Yeah.
where's Shaq? Where's Shaq at with this with this drink?
Mi agua.
Mm-mm.
All right, but vibe check. How's everyone doing? How have we been for the last 2 weeks?
Besides yesterday, been good.
Besides
Man,
yesterday, well, yesterday was not fun. That is facts.
Yeah.
Well, no technical difficulties tonight, so that's good.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. But all right, let's jump right into it. You guys want to start with some video game stuff?
Sure.
Cool. All right. So first things first, just kind of starting in chronological order. There was a Sonic presentation. It was basically like right after our last podcast, so like 2 weeks ago almost.
Yeah, I think it was the
Um,
Thursday. It was either Thursday or Friday after.
yeah. So pretty short presentation. It was only like 12 or 13 minutes or so. But they did pack quite a few announcements into it. So just to kind of run down the list of things that were announced, we had Sonic Olympics, 2 Point Hospital, which I guess is someone else, but they're gonna have Sonic characters in it. It's basically like a hospital management game. It looks like.
Hmm.
Sonic Colors Ultimate. They're porting a Sonic collection as well as Sonic Mania and Team Sonic Racing to PlayStation Now, I think.
Yep.
And then they left us off at the very end of the presentation with like a 1 minute teaser for a Mystery Sonic project. But like pretty much every Sonic teaser ever, it was literally just Sonic's feet running, so it could be anything. So while we're here, let's just speculate. What are we thinking?
So obviously it's gonna be a new game. Though one thing that uh I saw that was very interesting was they're actually making a Sonic Colors short, which is supposed to come before, um,
The game or
yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then also they're making a new Netflix series, um, that is by, called Sonic Prime, that is by the same people who made Ben 10 and Big Hero 6.
Ooh, I like Big Hero 6.
Yeah, I
I
like
was
Ben
never a
10.
big Ben 10 fan. I don't know. People love Ben 10. I never got into it. I don't
Bro,
know
I
why.
loved Ben 10.
Yeah, you do. Because you're washed.
What do you mean?
Because
Ben
you're
10
washed.
was
Ooh,
good.
it might have been. I just never really watched it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. It just was. I never gave it time, I guess.
But yeah, so yeah, I think it's gonna, so I think the video that they showed, it's gonna be a new Sonic game. If I had to guess, It's going to be well, at least like the way it looked, it might be like a new Sonic Generations game, like Sonic
That's what I was
Generations
thinking.
2, because it showed retro Sonic and not new Sonic.
So what I was thinking, kind of thing is, well, more hopeful than anything, is I was thinking slash hoping it was going to be Adventure 3, personally.
Hmm.
Adventure 3, that'd be something to bring us back to.
That would
Yeah,
be
because Sonic Adventure 2 came out, what, like 2003? No, was it later than that? Yeah, it was like 2003, right?
something like that.
Yeah.
Look up
To be honest, the only reason I really wanted it to be that is so that they bring the Chow Garden back, because that was the best part of the game.
bro,
Bro,
oh
I
my
spent
god.
so many hours in the Chow Garden.
Bruh. I'm not
Did you
gonna
ever have
hold
to
you,
eat
like
with
after I
cows, bro?
watched. Oh, of course, bro. I used to like take it with Sonic and like throw it into the water like nonstop until it turned evil. Fire. It's actually on it's on PlayStation now. You can stream it.
Really? The Chow Garden
I mean the
stuff?
graphics. Yeah, well the whole Sonic Adventure too. So yeah, the Chow Garden. You can go play it. I was playing it last week
Bro,
after like I watched this thing.
you know what would have been sick? If they
Mm.
made it so that Sonic Adventure 2 had an online and you could actually like do competitive with like other
Like
people with
racing.
chows. Bro,
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
be
be fire.
so fire.
They
Yeah.
should cow racing
Well,
again one
hopefully,
day.
Bro,
hopefully this is Adventure 3
Team
and
Sonic,
they
go
have
ahead.
that.
Go ahead and take go ahead and take write that shit down. Bring bring competitive chow racing.
I'll have to go email them right now.
Definitely a thing.
Let me look up when Sonic Adventure 2 was released. Uh,
It was like 2003 or something.
Yeah, don't quote
probably
me on this one, this.
2001.
Oh, damn. Okay. Even
That's
earlier.
pretty close.
Yeah, bro. Gotta go back to Dreamcast and stuff.
Yeah, it was on Dreamcast and GameCube.
GameCube. Yeah, I had it on GameCube. I
GameCube.
never owned a Dreamcast. Everyone
My
like talks so like
Wow.
highly about it. I never owned one.
Bruh, she was dope, bro.
bro,
I
Power
used to love
Stone on that
Dreamcast,
game
bro.
on that?
Power
Oh,
Stone, bro.
that shit was crazy.
Yes, bro. Yes. See, I'm glad Avery knows about this shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so I didn't have one, but like my best friend, he owned one. So every time I went to his house, we uh we would always play Power Stone. And that's actually how I got into Sonic. Was because he had Sonic Adventure and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." So then I got a Sonic Adventure too.
Sonic was like Sonic might have been the first game I ever played because we had that Sega handheld
Mm,
for all you young folks. Yes, there was a Sega handheld back in the day that ran on AA batteries
mm-mm.
that died after like 10 minutes, so you had to just leave it plugged in. Oh, well,
Nice.
it didn't even come with the charger thing, but you could actually buy like a charger, and I just played with it plugged into the wall. But that was like the first game I ever played on there, so I used to play Sonic on that.
Yeah.
Used to love that thing.
That's cool. But yeah, I'm most excited probably for Prime. Um, the new game. The only thing that makes me not think it's Sonic Adventure 3 is just because they're using Retro Sonic and not
Yeah.
new Sonic, which kind of sucks, which is why I thought Generations 2. But who knows? I just hope it's a good game so that I may buy it. But
Yeah. So
I'm
sure.
definitely going to get I'm definitely gonna watch the Netflix series.
I'll get to it. I have like 30 things on my show list. I think I'm actually gonna start Falcon and Winter Soldier this week.
Bro, Loki just started, bro.
I'll catch that in like 2 months. We'll be there. All right.
Bruh. You're the worst. But it's okay.
How far are you in Love, Death, and Robots?
I think I've seen 4 episodes.
Nice. So you've seen
Yeah,
about as many episodes as Sammy.
there you go. I'll tell him on FaceTimer, and we're just gonna watch. We're gonna knock it out and watch the rest of it together.
Yeah, you're gonna have a Netflix date.
Y'all funny.
Nah, I was just watching I don't know if I told you guys about the show Mayor of Easttown on HBO.
Mm-mm.
It's like a
Mhm.
it's like a crime drama thing. It's like the typical HBO. You have like a like disgruntled like detective
Mm-hmm.
who's like dealing
Yeah.
with a bunch of like personal stressors, and she's like trying to solve. She lives in a small town. She's trying to solve two cases: a murder and a disappearance of like two young girls in the town. Um, and it's a super small town, so everyone knows everyone. So it's interesting. If you're into that kind of like crime drama thing, I highly suggest you watch it. But it's only 7 episodes. It's super short.
Oh, true.
Hmm.
It's good.
I'm not a big TV person, so.
Yeah,
I'll tell Ryan
but
about it.
yeah. But anywho, on to our next video game topic. We had a presentation recently for Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if you guys got to look at that. It was Sony. Sony did a presentation and kind of was showing off their upcoming game Forspoken and kind of just using that game to demo the Unreal Engine.
Well,
Uh,
well, there's two presentations for Sony. They had a state of play, and then it had the UE5. Well, UE5 was technically by itself, but eh. But yeah. I watched both of them, so
well, let's talk about UE5 and then we'll move on to
Forspoken.
Ryzen.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Well, yeah.
So UE5, I don't know, I thought it was really cool. They showed pretty much dynamic lighting. They showed retro I think it was rotoscoping for
Mhm.
different environments and stuff. They showed some pixel count stuff that went completely over my head, but it was neat. Um, and I don't know, it just looks cool. It looks like a better version of UE4. And they said that all of UE4 stuff is going to be forward compatible. So if people had already started designing stuff in UE4, then they can transfer it to UE5, and the system should be almost one for one, but with better graphics and stuff. And I think they pushed out a demo the end of last month, if I remember correctly.
I mean, it looks amazing. The surface detail on like, well, first the lighting that you were talking about, like when they're showing off in that cave, that looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the surface detail on, I think they kind of were talking about like the triangle pixels when they were like showing off like statues and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then the like rendering and like the depth rendering of the distance and stuff that looked pretty good. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I don't know I'll probably end up playing the Forspoken game just because it looks like at least the part that they were like showing in the demo looked kind of like Tomb Raider. I like those games, so
Yeah, it looked dope. Oops. I don't know how to pause. Okay, I paused it. It wouldn't let me mute it.
what are you buzzing?
Nah, I was trying to show a video of it. Oh, found it. There we go. Since we're talking about it, I was like, well, at least show them a little bit of it. Also, if we get
I was like,
demonetized,
be careful, bro. You don't get this.
we're gonna get
You get
demonetized again.
demonetized.
Get you right about here. Yeah, it's
So,
just these two guys talking for a while, so you have to fast forward, I think.
yeah, I'm just skip it. So, but
Yeah, I looked at what that's what Forspoken game is about. Like I remember them showing it off before, like with the PS5 launch, and it was like they showed us this girl flying through like the desert like super fast. But then this looks super slow, so I don't know.
yeah. So, yeah, this was the pixel stuff. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. But yeah, so they said they had dynamic lighting and everything else. Yeah, they said the demo's coming out soon, so people can start creating stuff in it now, which I think is super cool because it allows like especially indie developers to get their hands on it
Mhm.
hella early because like obviously main developer publishers are been able to probably get their hands on it the moment it comes out. But for any developers, it's gonna be something. And I don't remember if they said it's gonna be open source and free, but I'd have to go back and I'll look that up. But at least a trial version, and hopefully, some people come up with like some cool shit for it. That'd be
Yeah, I'm sure tell you one of the first things they're gonna upres Ocarina of Time into Unreal Engine 5 because they've pretty much done it with like every Unreal Engine, and that'd be exciting
so. But
for
yeah,
me at least. You guys don't care about that stuff. But
not particularly. Also, they made the golem in this look hella dope. If I can find it
Yeah.
real quick.
bro, is there like a Lord of the Rings Golem game coming out?
It's been in the works, bro.
I thought it was a movie.
It's been in the works.
Nah, I think it's like a
It's
game.
a game.
You play
It's
as
a game.
Golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. I don't know. I'm also not a big Lord of the Rings fan. But
Wow. Yeah. Well,
Bruh,
I
you
get
just suck, bro. It's okay, man.
well, before we get demonetized, bloop.
I try to read the books, bro. It's so slow. I don't know. I can't do it. So then, yep.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Talk because I was just gonna move us on to talking about Horizon.
No, I was literally about to say is I've only seen the first episode, the first movie in the Lord of the Rings series. Like
That's all you gotta see to know not to watch the rest. That's fine.
from start to finish,
Bruh.
and it took me
Y'all gonna
twice
make
to
me get off
watch
this.
it.
Y'all
That's
about
all
to
you
make
need
me
to
hop
see,
off
bro.
this.
Bro, I
Yeah, don't
legit
listen to these fools.
I legit pulled my mom. I got through about 45 minutes of it, passed out, woke up with 5 minutes left to see if that shit was still going, and I was like, well, I guess we'll just watch the other half another day.
Yeah, I'm cool off Lord of the Rings. I've seen them all.
It's alright, bro. It's not meant for everybody.
Yeah, and everybody's apparently me and Shaq.
Yep.
I was gonna say, better not say you like Harry Potter. Better not say you like Game of Thrones.
Harry Potter's fire. Game of Thrones is also fire.
Bruh.
Harry Potter's
Bruh.
Both are better than Lord of the Rings.
Both from Lord of the Rings, bro.
Both are better.
Bruh. Bruh. I'll give you like this. Don't argue with me against one because one's not complete. Sorry. I'm disappointed. This entire night, Shaq, you have disappointed me, bro.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Forbidden
Man,
West.
drink your whiskey. Drink your whiskey.
I don't know. I'll try and watch the show when it comes out, and we'll see. But
Nah, I think the show might be messed up. That's what a lot of people have been speculating.
I don't know, bro. It's gonna be the highest, the most expensive like show in production ever. So I mean, they have a bunch of money, so they should be able to get it right. But we'll see.
Yeah, but it's not like the story of Lord of the Rings. It's some other stories, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna do it just like in the world of, but
Yeah,
I mean, it can't get worse than the movies anyway. So.
bro, the movies are great, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. Anyway, off Lord of the Rings. So Sony did have well, not another, but a state of play, which they called a state of play, but it was basically a Horizon Forbidden West like show. That's pretty much what it was. So I don't know if you guys watched that and what your thoughts were on there.
Chris, did you watch any of that one?
No, I didn't get to catch any of that one.
So yeah, I watched it live. I don't. The one thing I was curious about and I don't remember if they said it or not. I was working.
Mhm.
I just had it up. Was whether or not that they said they had whether or not they started already developing UE5 or not, and if uh and
Like for this game?
yeah.
I don't know, but I'm sure we can look it up.
Yeah, I assume so, because the graphics looked really good. So that was my expectation. Um, Game looked cool. The demo set they pulled off. It looked like
It's
every other demo where it's one of the parts that's like one of the like hella scripted.
mhm.
But like at least they showed off like majority of the mechanics, and they even went and then explained what all the mechanics did, which was very nice because when she was underwater for like 2.5 hours, it's like, how is she breathing? And but they even went and
Pixie magic.
explained that. So I was just like, wow, they I guess they're being um pretty thorough on it. But I thought it looked cool. Um, I've always thought that Zero Dawn looked really cool. I plan on playing that one. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play it on stream or not. But I'll probably speed run through it at some point, just so I can be caught up for Forbidden West.
Yeah. I'm the same. I started playing Zero Dawn, but I got like an hour in and I haven't picked it back up. But that's just y'all know me. I don't do stuff. So
You have commitment issues, dog.
very serious. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
I looked it up though. Zero Dawn was on Decima,
Okay.
so I assume that this is gonna be on the same.
Okay.
I can't find an answer for sure, but that would be my assumption.
They probably have specs on it, and they probably said it. I just don't remember it because I wasn't paying attention to that degree. I was just kind of seeing how the game looked. But also the fighting in it, like the human fighting in it, looked really cool too. It looked kind
No,
of.
it's like,
It didn't look clunky, which I thought was nice.
yeah, no, that's good. I mean, at this point, it's a AAA title, so they're gonna put everything behind it, and it's been in development for what 3, maybe 4 years.
Oh, I guess so.
About that, because I think Zero Dawn came out in like 2016, 2017. I think 2017.
2017
So I,
came out the
so I
same year
assume,
as Nier, Persona 5, Mario Odyssey, and Breath of the Wild.
so I'm sure they started development like soon after.
Hmm.
So got a while. Yeah. Moving along to the most important video game topic. This weekend, starting not tomorrow, but Saturday, I think, is E3, right? It's Saturday or tomorrow?
It starts. So it technically started today with Summerfest, which is kind of like a prelude to it. Um, but yeah, officially Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. So coming up, I guess officially Saturday, like I've said, we have E3. This year it's just going to be Nintendo, Microsoft, and of course a couple developers. There won't be Sony. Essentially, this is what it is. So they do have the schedule posted officially for it. I don't think Nintendo, which is what I'm looking forward to the most at least, is until the last day. But thought it would be fun to kind of talk about what our predictions and expectations are for E3, so that come Tuesday we're all super let down and want to cry.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Um,
Bruh.
so okay, let's start with Saturday. So Ubisoft, they're gonna announce a new Assassin's Creed game. Is in development.
I mean, I
Or
actually,
they're gonna do a DLC for Valhalla. One of the two.
yeah, I think it'll be that more so. I anticipate them getting away from doing like the annual, and they'll probably just like update Valhalla,
Yeah, but the problem is they
especially with COVID.
Well, so the thing is, like, I feel like they're going to just say Assassin's Creed now in development and just say that just for the hype, but not to really do anything. And then like they're also going to announce. So like I feel like they're gonna announce the DLC for Valhalla, and then as like an ender, they're just gonna
Mhm.
have Assassin's Creed and then or new Assassin's Creed in development, and that's all it's gonna say, and that's how they're gonna end their conference. And then they'll probably say something about Fallout because they always do. Uh, and that's all I can think of. I don't really know what
Just
Gearbox is.
they're still making those.
Um, they
Somewhat.
they make mods and all this shit, and they do expansions and stuff, and they're all bad, but people keep buying it because people like Fallout, and I don't know why.
Well, because
Um,
people expect it to be like the new Las Vegas.
It's gonna be bad.
so two things I'm definitely sure we'll probably see with Ubisoft is the new Rainbow Six Quarantine, because they teased it like 2 years ago and we haven't heard anything since.
Oh, that makes
And Far Cry 6, which we've seen already, but I'm sure they're gonna have like an extended gameplay trailer of
Yeah,
Far Cry 6.
that
Those have to happen.
that's true.
Um,
Yeah, I forgot that they announced Far Cry 6 like what was it, last year or 2 years ago?
it might have been 2 years ago, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
It's been a while.
I was like, oh yeah, I
Yeah, it's
forgot
been a
about
while.
Far
And
Cry.
it comes out. It comes out, I think, October. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
they're
sure we're gonna see a bunch of that.
yeah.
Uh, what's his face? I don't know the actors. I forget the actor's name,
The guy from
but
Breaking
that's
Bad.
Gustavo Fring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, So I'm gonna play that. I never finished the Far Cry games, but they're always good, and I always play like. I'm so bad. I never finished it,
Dog, I
Bro, I was
told
about
you
to
you have
say, what
commitment
what
issues, dog.
games have you played, bro? What
bro.
games have you
Bro, I
finished?
bro, I play every Far Cry game, and I haven't finished one since Far Cry 3. So I just haven't finished 3
4 and
Did you not
5.
like the intro or something,
or
bro?
2, because there's Primeval and then 5. So I just haven't finished 2 of them. That's not bad. Right?
But
Wait, there's a
that's
4
two of them
too.
games.
There's
I
4
think
Primeval
4
and
was just
5.
called. Oh, Primeval was.
No, Primeval was the spin-off for 4.
Which one was 4? Oh, 4 was the one in the mountains,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I I
Cause
think I
5
beat that one.
yeah, cause
I think I
5
beat that one.
was the one with the guy who was like, "Yo,
Yeah, it
do
was
you
out
know
in
the
Montana. It was like the
definition
cult.
of insanity?"
No,
Or
it
no.
was the manga cult. Let's just call it what it was called.
Didn't they? I don't know. I'm getting lost now.
Yeah, yeah. No. So 5 was the one. 5 was the one that was in Montana.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Cause that's the
yeah.
one with the bears
With
in
the
it.
cult people. Yeah, with the cult people.
And then
Um,
4 was the one with the definition of insanity.
yeah,
No.
up in the mountains.
Yeah.
4 was the one that took place in the mountains.
Yeah, and then 3 was the one with the island one.
Island.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now I got my numbers right. And 2
I
was
might have. I think I
AIDS
beat 4. Yeah.
or
Do I play
tuberculosis
it
or
on PC?
whatever it was that killed him.
Yeah. 2 was the first one I
Dang.
played. I played it on PC
Yeah.
when I was in college. But yeah, so I definitely think we'll see that from Ubisoft. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
that's
So what do we see on Saturday? So they have Square, Back for Blood, but we already know what that is. And then PC gaming and future games. So Square, we're going to see more information on retrograde. We're going to see more information on 16, FF16. Um, they're probably gonna announce something for Bravely Default, and then they'll probably announce something for Lara Croft.
yeah. They also have. Don't forget, they also have that Project Triangle, which they put out the demo for on Switch a couple months ago. I don't know if you played it. It was basically like a Final Fantasy
Oh,
Tactics
the
type thing.
tactics game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably see that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm hoping that they're just gonna like make it a Final Fantasy Tactics game, because That's what the world wants. They're not going to, but that's what the world wants.
Mm.
And by the world, I mean Shaq, because
Right,
that would make more
exactly.
sense.
The world, i.e., Shaq.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Xbox is on Sunday.
Man, do y'all even have an Xbox?
I know, but usually if you see something from Xbox, it usually can
Yeah, Xbox doesn't have
I
as many
just,
exclusives,
yeah, so
so
if you see something
bruh,
on Xbox, you normally can see it across everything else.
I'm just wondering if they ever gonna release more information on that supposedly Fable game they were trying to make.
That's a good question. I have no earthly idea.
wait, what was the question? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
You ever played a Fable?
Yeah, yeah. That's one of my predictions that I have on my list is that there's gonna be a new Fable announcement. Is that what you're saying? You think there's gonna be another Fable?
Yeah, this what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that was on my Microsoft list. I had Halo Infinite, of course. We're gonna see that, and
Yeah,
Fable. And I
Fable was one
I
of
have
my
a bunch more. Yeah, a bunch more here as well. But
Fable was one of my good games back in the day when I was a kid.
yeah, it's
I
it's like a pretty advanced game for its time, to be honest.
I played
But
one
it
and
really was.
I played 1 and 2. I didn't play 3 because I heard 3 was shit.
It was.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. The only reason
This
I remember I pulled a Shaq and had commitment issues when I was a kid. And I played 1, literally got up to the final boss, didn't beat it. Then I started playing
oh
2. I got up to I think the last storyline. Um, and then I stopped playing. And yeah, it was bad. But I was a baby Shaq when I was younger. I didn't beat games.
oh that's sad.
It's life.
So sorry,
Um,
man.
did we have anything else for? We didn't have
Uh,
anything else for Ubisoft or Square Enix.
uh,
Other Xbox stuff. So for me at least, Halo Infinite, of course, Fable, of course.
Mhm.
oh
I
yeah.
think we're gonna get a Bioshock 4, and I hope we're gonna get a Bioshock 4 announcement because that's one of my favorite game franchises. Um, they've been
Bioshock's
ru-
pretty lit.
there've been rumors that the next one's gonna be open world. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not mad about that as long as they don't make it like too big of a map. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, because realistically, like even like the original Bioshocks, you could kind of like backtrack to areas, so it's like
Yeah.
semi-open world, just not fully, I guess. So that'd be pretty easy to do. Um, and then I'm also hoping, and I don't. This probably isn't going to happen. I was kind of hoping that we get a Metal Gear Solid 1 port, but that's just honestly wishful thinking. It's
Did
definitely
they
not happening.
ever
So
did they ever finish the Metal Gear Solid series?
the last one came out. What was it like 4 years ago?
Hmm. True. Yeah, I was like, but did they actually finish it? Like, are
I
they
don't.
done with the storyline?
I don't think they're ever going to be done with the storyline.
I mean, as long as you do chainsaws and shit, then they'll probably keep doing it.
Yeah, they'll just keep like they'll like clone Snake or like I don't know. It'll just go on forever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be about Snake's right arm.
Actually,
It's gonna
actually,
be implanted into somebody else.
it came out in 2015, so it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
So might be about time. But
Uh,
I feel like with all like the success of like all the like the Final Fantasy remakes, the Resident Evil remakes, I feel like it would make sense to
Well,
remake
I
the
was
first
gonna
Metal Gear
say
Solid.
like, yeah, isn't some kind of anniversary for the original game about to come out in a few years?
Well,
Like
it came out in the first one came out in
90,
'98 on PS1,
98.
so it'd be like an odd anniversary
Yeah.
because the 20-year
Uh,
would have passed already.
yeah.
well, I'm sorry. I'm old, bro.
No. I'm just like thinking like to be an odd anniversary to like decide to commemorate.
That and Hideo Kojima doesn't really work on them anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
No. Um, no, for it to like actually like realistically happen, Microsoft would probably have to buy the IP,
Yeah.
which I don't put past them, but
Are there any Bethesda games that you guys are looking forward to?
the only one that I know of is that aren't
Elder
they the ones
Scrolls.
that are doing that weird is that weird like shooting game them? The like Deathloop thing? That's Bethesda, right?
Yes. I
Yeah.
actually want to see what they're gonna do with that because I'm so confused on how that's gonna work. Because well, so originally I thought that the girl person was another person, but I think they changed that so it's now just
Like a female
yeah, it's
version
just
of
an
the main
AI.
character.
Yeah, it's just an AI character. But originally when they explained it, it said that there was gonna be you against another person. And when they said that, I was like, oh, so you're literally against another real life human being, as you're trying to go do stuff. They're trying to kill you. And I was like, how is that going to work for like a continued continuity?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the I don't know. It's not something I plan on playing, to be honest with you.
It
Yeah.
looks cool.
It's,
I'll probably watch a playthrough of it and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It looks neat, but it also sounds confusing.
Yeah, I think my only problem with it is it looks like it's on the same game engine as Dishonored, and I don't
The
like the movement of those games, Dishonored
oh
and Dishonored 2, which I'm pretty sure it's Unreal. I think it was made on Unreal 3, or maybe the
yes.
sequel might have been Unreal 4. I don't, but so it might
Wait,
not even be the game engine,
wait.
but however they do like the movement with those,
Mhm.
I'm not a fan. I don't know.
I thought it was on the Crisis engine, but what the fuck do I know?
I don't know.
Because yeah, I thought Bethesda used the Crisis engine or whatever it was called.
Um,
But I mean, most people use UE now because it's easy.
okay, so Dishonored, the first Dishonored was on Unreal. The second one was on Void, whatever the Void engine is. I'm actually not familiar with it.
No idea.
So yeah, they were on different ones, but maybe it's just Dishonored 2, and that's why I didn't like it. So maybe I should look up what this Deathloop game is. Because I beat Dishonored 1, I was kind of okay with it, but the
Hmm.
second one I played for like an hour and was like, yeah, I'm not playing this.
Uh,
So
so do you guys want to move on to Monday? Unless you have something you care
What
about for PC games.
I was gonna
yeah.
say, bro, I'm still waiting for them to drop more information on the new Elder Scrolls game, bro. Cause that shit, I don't know if
Oh
y'all
no,
like Skyrim.
it's gonna be a mobile port.
Right.
That's all they're gonna
Bro,
announce, bro. Don't get
And
your hopes up.
some mods.
nah.
You're gonna get one new dragon, dog.
Nah, I'm waiting for them to start at least releasing like the name of the new game they're making for it, because it's been a few years since they just dropped the little trailer.
Oh, the
So
new
I'm waiting
game
for
is
them,
Elder Scrolls Elder Scrolls 5 iPhone. That's the new
Right.
game.
bruh. I'm about to fight
El
both
El
y'all,
Elder Scrolls Fortnite.
bruh. I would
Nah, I
kill them.
honestly wouldn't put it past that.
Uh,
All right, so
but
let's
yeah,
move on.
that's all I got.
Let's move on to Monday.
Yeah.
So very importantly, Verizon has a presentation. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
going to talk about that. Let's just move on.
It's all gonna be mobile gaming stuff. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, we're not paying attention to that. Take Two. I don't know what Take Two's bringing.
I think that's just probably an interview set where they bring in people that were from the previous days.
Never mind.
Uh,
Um, indie showcase, which I mean that's always fun to watch. Obviously we have
Yeah.
no idea what that'll be. There was
Mythical
a
isn't mythical games the people who make Magic? Or am I thinking that wrong?
I have never played Magic, so I wouldn't know.
Let
To
me do
be
let me check
quite
what they
honest with
do.
you.
Keep going.
And then following that up, we have Capcom. So Capcom, we know that they're most likely going to be doing a RE4 remake, right? They've already done 2 and 3, so it kind of only makes sense to do 4. And 4 is the most popular game in the franchise, so that's
Yeah.
my big expectation
You
Yeah.
know
for.
you know what? I'm gonna throw a low key sleeper in there. They're gonna announce a new Marvel versus Capcom.
But it's been a lot of people talking about Marvel vs. Capcom lately too.
I mean,
I
Infinite's
would
kind
love that.
Infinite's kind of bad, so I think they're gonna try and revamp it. Especially, actually, Street Fighter would be a good one too. I don't think
Just
it's gonna
most of the
have.
time.
I don't think it's gonna happen though because they kind of like where Street Fighter 5 is right now, but it's a possibility. I think they would rather focus on an IP that they're not getting money off of. And
Bro, they should
5 is in the best place it's ever been since it launched. But it is
they should
about time.
revamp
Go ahead.
Marvel vs. Capcom too.
They can try. I mean, most people would buy it, honestly. If they made Marvel
I
vs.
mean,
Capcom 2 like today, I think most people would get
yeah,
it.
bro. I
I think
mean, it's one of the tightest like fighting games ever, bro.
the
And
biggest
like
problem is
all the
now
character selection.
well, the biggest problem now is the licensing for it because
Yeah.
Disney.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't know. The thing does Bandai Namco, I don't think they technically fall under Capcom, but if they do, I need to see fucking. Oh, never mind. Bandai Namco's on
Separate, they have
Tuesday.
their own day. Yeah.
Never mind. I'll talk about that then.
Yeah. I mean, we may as well just get to it now because besides, it's just Take Two and Capcom really are the big things on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can move on Bandai.
Okay, Bandai Namco. Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear Strive comes out. Well, technically, it's if you got the deluxe version, it was out Monday. Especially if you were an influencer who has more influence than all three of us combined. Um, if you are a normal human being like us, then it comes out tonight at midnight. Um, they did a pre-release show for it a couple days ago, and one of the things that they talked about was that they're releasing a new character next month, and they're releasing another character in August, and then they're releasing three other characters starting sometime in fall. But they didn't announce who the first character was. So I was like, they have to do it this weekend. Also, I'm 100% expecting a new Smash character too, because they haven't done one since Sephiroth, which was like it feels like last year.
Didn't
Bro,
just like 3 months ago?
they did one a few months ago, bro. Remember the girls?
Oh, Myther and Pirate, dog. See, I already forgot about it.
Bruh, stay off the sushi, bruh.
Leave me alone. Hey, don't bring sushi into this. Leave the sushi alone. It's done nothing wrong to you.
It's been draining your brain, bro. You become a fish.
Not at all. But even still, they should be announcing a new character soon. Even if it's not coming out for another like 2-3 months, there's no reason to not announce a new Smash Brother character.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
especially with uh what is that thing called? online tournaments coming back, or not, or in-person tournaments coming back, and doing the Smash World Tour, which I don't think they're a part of, but they are a part of the Collegiate World Tour. So they're gonna try and sell the Collegiate World Tour that they're doing by announcing a new character, which I think is the best thing for them.
Ooh. Do we have anything else for Bandai? I guess they're gonna. I'm sure they're gonna have what's that game called? Elden Ring. I don't play it, but
Well, they just announced Elden Ring today. They showed
right.
the
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm sure they're gonna have like
I think it's just
more
gonna be.
films and
I
stuff.
think it's gonna be a reskin of the demo or
Like,
the trailer they showed today with like 2 new added things of content. I don't think it's gonna be anything different. Also, it's a Souls game, so it looks cool, but at the end of the day, I don't play Souls games, so I don't care.
yeah,
But it
pretty much
looks
the same.
neat.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I hope people like it. Oh, before we move on, one more thing for Capcom. This is only something I'm going to care about, I'm sure, unless someone in the chat has actually like played these. Mega Man Battle Network. So this year is what is it, the 30th anniversary of Mega Man?
No, yeah.
And
Bro, and
there's
it's
been,
okay, bro. I love Mega Man Battle Network.
thank you. So there's been a lot of speculation that they're going to be announcing a collection for the Switch, and they actually just put all the OSTs on streaming platforms like Spotify and stuff. So that's kind of getting people like more like leaning more towards that they're going to release that. And they did just do the Mega Man Zero collection like last year, so
Yeah,
I'm really hoping they do that.
yeah. I was a big fan of the Battle Network. I actually had grabbed all of them when I was younger, bro, and I basically treated it like I treat my Pokemon games, bro. I had to complete that shit.
Yeah, I beat every one of them until they changed it to Star Force because I didn't like when they changed the perspective to like
Yeah,
instead of side being like behind.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was it for Capcom. I guess we just have Nintendo left, right?
Yeah, Nintendo, whatever
Hold on, you
you
said
guys
what?
want to say.
Oh, well, I have a lot to say about Nintendo. If y'all don't have a lot to say about Nintendo,
Wait,
I
wait,
have a
wait,
whole,
wait, wait.
I have a
Can I
whole
can I
list.
can I say one thing before you say that?
go ahead and say your favorite thing, bro.
Nintendo's trash. Okay, now that that's out, now that we're okay, I got it out. We're good. Okay, proceed.
Proceed. So first things first. People haven't been getting that Zelda energy that they've been waiting for. So I think they're gonna finally say something about that, bro. So,
Wait.
they
You talking about? Wait, which Zelda are you talking about though?
bruh, because they gave us the
You're talking about
fusion
Breath of the Wild
of
too.
a sword. But I was about to say Breath of the Wild too, bro, because that's where they gypped us at the last Nintendo Direct that they had, right? Was there's not gonna be any Breath of the Wild 2 today. Like what the fuck? That was some bullshit.
Jip does. I was
So
chilling.
Yeah,
they
but they were just saving it for like a big moment. They're definitely gonna Breath of the Wild too with this. That's probably gonna be. How did
that's
they
probably
said
gonna be the
it's gonna be
last
like a
thing, bro.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be like a 45-minute presentation. It's probably gonna
Yeah.
be like the last like 5 or like 7 minutes. It's just gonna be Breath of the Wild too, I bet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, they gonna drop it now, get some big hype on it, finally please everybody. But
They have
I'm
to
big
because
hype about that. Yeah,
it'll come out next year, so they're gonna have to.
it's been years. It's legit been years since they teased the first little snippet of it.
Well,
You know?
I think it got pushed because of COVID. Because originally it was supposed to come out this year,
Yeah,
but it got pushed because of COVID. So I think it's what it is. I mean, technically, it still could come out this year, but I don't see that happening. I think it's gonna be next year.
Yeah, I doubt it.
yeah. I just hope that they get it right. Just take their time. At least show us a little bit of something. Say, hey, it is coming.
Nah, you're gonna get a lot of something. Like it's gonna be a big. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the biggest part of the presentation. So because they don't have really anything else. Like the only other things. Well, we'll talk about it. You keep going on your list.
Hmm.
Um,
And then I feel like they'll probably end up saying something else about the new Pokemon game. Well, the Arceus game. They'll probably say something else about that,
and Shining.
unless they take it into another little mini Nintendo Direct.
It's wait, and they have what? It's something Pearl and or
Yeah,
Shining
bro.
Shining Pearl and
And Brilliant Diamond.
yeah, that's what it was. Because I was just
Yeah.
like, um,
Yeah,
So all of those are good.
I'm actually. Oh, never mind. Yeah, go ahead. No, you're good.
Yeah, all of those games are coming out. So they're dropping those two games at the same time, and then a few months later they're dropping the other game. So they're all basically going to be dropping information about the same time. So I could see them doing more stuff about those too, because a lot of people were still speculating that what they showed us the first time was still just like not all the way finished games. But I don't care. I'm gonna play them.
Well, they're. I mean, Arceus is coming out like beginning of next year. So
bro, Arceus is
Yeah,
fire. That's probably like the
yeah,
first like Nintendo thing that I'll buy. And literally, since I said I wasn't buying Nintendo stuff, I still have not bought anything Nintendo since I said fuck Nintendo. Like
yeah,
in
yeah.
episode one of the podcast.
You're a hater, bro. You're a hater. I can't help it.
What do you mean?
You're a hater, bro. It's fine. It's okay. You're a
it's alright, bro.
hater.
I would
It's
um,
alright, bro.
Jed, did you have anything else? Anything else on your list?
I'm off my list, bro. I'm off my
So
list.
I pretty much have the same stuff. So Breath of the Wild 2, they're definitely going to show all three Pokemon get well, the two Pokemon games. So the reboots of what's that? Is that Gen 4? I think that's Gen 4. Diamond and
Gen.
Yeah,
Pearl.
Wait, I thought that was
Uh,
yeah.
no. That's not four.
yeah, it's
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 4.
four,
four.
bro.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
bro.
4.
It's four. Remember when I know some stuff? This is one of the things I know, bro. It's four, bro.
Sure, go ahead. I haven't played since Emerald, so whatever.
Yeah, Emerald's three, bro.
I know. I didn't think it. I
Okay,
Yeah,
didn't
so
think
these,
that was
bro.
the one right after.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Um, yeah, so the Gen 4 remakes they'll do. Arceus they have to do because it's supposed to come out unless they're like pushing it because it's supposed to come out top of like 22. So I'm pretty sure they have to show that. I guess they don't have to. They could just do it in like a separate direct, but I anticipated we're gonna see that. Um, the Switch Pro, which has been like rumored like nonstop for the last like year,
Yeah.
they have to announce that. So we'll see that. Um, we know Avery's not gonna buy it because he doesn't support Nintendo.
No.
So
Why would I need it? Why would I need a Switch? Why would I need a Switch Pro when I already have a Switch that I don't use? Unless other people are over to play Smash or Mario Kart. That's what they need to do. They need to release a new Mario
a new
Kart.
Mario Kart. Yep, I agree.
Yes.
100%. 100% agree.
I agree. You know why? Because I can get on that at the same time as everybody else is getting good, and I ain't taking y'all shit no more.
Bro, I
Whew.
Yeah,
if they announce Mario Kart tomorrow, I buy it. Not even
yeah.
gonna front. I'm instantly buying that shit.
And like, so my thought process has been like the whole time. Normally, they only release Mario Kart like on one on each console generation, but Mario Kart 8 is basically like a port. So
Yeah.
I feel like that gives them leeway to actually do Mario Kart 9. So I'm really hoping we get that. So that was one of the things on my list too.
Yeah, a Double
Uh,
Dash remix would be cool.
thank you, fam. I don't know why like they haven't put that back in as an option. That was so fire.
Bro,
Double
Double
Dash,
Dash
you can like
was
switch your items, bro.
yeah, Double Dash was so much fun.
There's I don't like they just need to hire us at Nintendo, man. I
Right?
don't understand,
Well,
bro. I feel
they
like
won't, bro, because somebody over here. I'm
No.
not going to
That's
get
all
No,
we're
wait,
talking
time
into
out,
about.
time out, time out. Wait, time out, time
Bro,
out, time out. If
I have no idea
if
I have
if
no idea who this guy is.
if Nintendo hired me, I would give them actually solid ideas. Like the
Damn,
first
if they
thing,
heard this,
the
if
first
they heard
thing I
this
would,
podcast, you're not gonna hire.
yeah, 100% not gonna get hired just because of this. Like at this point, there's literally a fuck Nintendo section of every podcast, and I'm okay with that. But um, for real, like if they like the problem with Nintendo is the problem with most Japanese like video game companies, because Sony had this problem too when the PlayStation 3 came out, and Square had this problem when Final Fantasy 14 came out. Is that they don't understand, like they always think they're right, and even when they get feedback of when they're wrong, they still think they're right until it shows up in their pockets. And right now, uh, Nintendo's too big to like fail with the
Yep.
Switch program, so or with the Switch console. So they don't give a shit about what the consumer thinks and what they want and what would make them money, because they're already making money the way that they think they want to make money. So until that becomes a loss of profit, they're not gonna change. So
Yep.
that's why when people asked for stuff when the Wii and the Wii U were a thing, you would actually see like, we listen to the people. Now that they're making money regardless of what we say, they don't give a shit. But that's a Japan problem as a whole. That's not really just Nintendo. It's just Nintendo is the biggest proponent of it currently, which is why I say fuck Nintendo. But yeah, okay, I'm done. Rant over. But yeah, Nintendo, go ahead and hire me. That shit would be fit. I'll help y'all out.
But anyway, on my additional list of hopefuls for Nintendo, as we all know, or if you don't know now, you know, I'm a huge Zelda Wind Waker fan. It's probably my favorite Legend of Zelda game. So it's been rumored that they're going to be porting that, which would make sense because it's one of the few Wii U games that they never ported. So it's like super low hanging fruit. So I'm hoping they announce that for the Zelda anniversary.
And if they don't,
This one,
Shackle,
if they don't, bro, I'm joining your team.
let's
I'm,
go.
I'm gonna be in here. I'm gonna be in here in 2 weeks. Um,
Man, you gonna be
listen,
sad, bro. Go ahead, make the shirts, bro. Go
I'll
ahead, and make your shirts.
Bro,
I
that's
will
gonna be my
personally
first shirt.
fly my Nintendo Switch back to Japan and drop it off at HQ
Bro,
and tell them to keep it.
I'm supposed to be going at the end of the year. I'll deliver it for you, dog.
There you
Trust
go.
me.
Tell them to keep it. I want it back. So that I really hope they announce that. And then the other thing, this is not going to be at E3. I know it's not going to be at E3, but I'm still getting excited. Hollow Knight Silk Song.
It should be. It
Hmm.
probably is under the indie games.
Yeah, I just feel like Team Cherry just refuses to give anyone news about that game, so I'm not getting my hopes up.
Fair. I think it'll show up during the indie games showcase.
I'll be very happy if it does. And then my last thing for Nintendo is Metroid. So Metroid 4, they started the game, then they switched developers and basically like restarted it. So I don't think it's actually gonna be Metroid 4, but I think we're gonna get similar to what Nintendo's been doing a lot is remakes of like a 2D Metroid game,
Bro, there's a
which
better
honestly
chance.
I'm looking forward to. Huh?
There's a better chance that they show Bayo 3 um before they show Metroid.
I don't know, I feel like they kind of have to show Metroid
I think I think
just
I think they're gonna
because.
show Bayo 3, which honestly I hope they do, because Bayo 3 kind of look lit. I'm not gonna get, if it's not on. Well, I'm probably not gonna buy it anyway. I usually don't buy any of the Bayo games, but I do love me some Bayo.
So the reason I'm leaning towards Metroid is it's the 35th anniversary of Metroid, and they've been doing a lot of like anniversary stuff for Zelda and Mario. So I feel like it just makes sense for them to do something for Metroid. And I feel like the fact that like people have been waiting for Metroid 4 and we basically haven't had any news because they had to like completely restart development on the game. I could see them doing a 2D Metroid because I don't know. I feel like it would sell. And to me personally, I actually prefer the 2D Metroid games, like that Metroidvania style game, versus like Metroid Prime. Anyway, so kind of hopeful on that. And I'd actually be a little surprised if we don't see anything Metroid related, just because again it's the 35th anniversary, so I feel like that's big-ish, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
But
one thing for the indie showcase, I want them to
mhm.
show more of the new Among Us stuff that they did. So I don't know if, I don't think either one of you watched earlier today, but they announced that
No.
they are in the middle of making a new map. They made new death animations and they made new roles, like in-game roles instead of just mods that people made.
Oh, so they're doing like a hide and seek mode.
Yeah, they have a hide and seek mode, and they made like a sheriff, a doctor, and some
So
other
Man,
basic.
guy.
So basically, they watch the like offline TV
Yeah,
streams
they they
and
essentially
took all those mods.
they watched Decide's Toast and said, you know what, this sounds like a good idea.
but honestly, we gotta run some of that soon because I actually been feeling to play with
Yeah, we
I
some
just gotta
characters.
get the people. I'd be down.
I am down.
I'm always down for some mods.
Probably be on Twitch like, yo, people who trying to pull up.
Yeah, so well, yeah, I'll talk it later. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down to play because it's fun. And also me and Shaq can do the strat.
Oh yeah, but
But yeah,
super sick of strat.
hell yeah. What are they doing? The strat. I was like, I can tell you who and who isn't. uh, that shit was so funny. And then somehow I still fucking got kicked out. And I'm just like, I'm innocent. But never mind. The story for a different day.
Yeah. Do we have anything else for E3?
Nah.
Uh, I hope that it's good, and I may stream some of it. I don't know yet. We'll see. I kind of want to stream the Square presentation, but maybe if you guys are free Sunday, then maybe we can just do like a group stream.
Yeah,
Sunday,
depends on the time.
Sunday.
My folks are gonna
I'm
be heading
not.
out sometime.
I'm not free Sunday, unfortunately.
Wow, this motherfucker is
Yeah.
brunching without
What
us.
was that?
It's fucked up.
No, we haven't. Well, it's yeah, it's like a birthday thing though that we got invited to.
That's
So
fine.
we're gonna do it. Yeah,
Birthdays are important, I guess.
I guess. I mean, I feel like once you pass a certain age, you know. But anyway, um, cool. So I think that was pretty much it for E3. I think our next topic, one that we've kind of touched on a couple times, my favorite topic to hate on, are VTubers. And
they're
so,
they're taking over the world.
so recently, Cloud9 signed a VTuber. Um, and so I'm not super familiar with VTubers and all this stuff, but Honeybays is, I believe, the VTuber.
Yep.
And I'm gonna need Avery, probably you to explain this to me because I know Cloud9 as like a League of Legends like esports team. That's kind of like where I know them from.
Well, they are League of Legends. Okay, so So the main games that they are currently in are League of Legends, CS:GO. They have a Dota team. They originally had an Overwatch team, but they uh it got kind of absorbed into the um the Overwatch League team. So I think it's like the Dallas Stars or one of the other city teams is like is all C9 players. They also have pro players in Melee, TFT. I think one or two people in the FGC. fighting game community are also sponsored by C9, but not many. But yeah, they essentially, if you're an esport player, they probably have a category for you that they have somebody. But um, for one of their influencers, I don't think she's a pro player. We have Vienna. So she was a fish. She's the first esport sponsored VTuber player. Or
Right.
VTuber in general.
And so how does that work is my question. Like what does an esports team do with a VTuber? Like what's the return for them, I guess is what I'm asking. Like what are they getting out of that?
Content. Um, so usually what happens with so you kind of get promos for so I guess it's like built into your contract. So like let's take Mango for example. So Mango, he all of his stuff is sponsored by C9. So whenever he goes to a tournament, he they pay for his flights and his uh entry fees and his hotel. By in doing so, he wears his C9 stuff, he promotes C9 merch, and whenever they have like events and stuff, he partakes in them. Literally, and all of that revenue stuff, or majority of that revenue, go back to C9. So like, if you buy a Mango C9 jersey, like C9 takes the majority of the profit of it. But in doing so, like profit for like your personal stream and all that other stuff, as long as you have the sponsorship on top of it, then usually you get to keep most of, if not all of that money.
Okay.
So for an influencer, because they aren't really like pro players, so I think some of the profit for when they win goes back to the team, but not a significant amount. I don't think. Um, but for because like most of the profit is through advertising and merchandise and stuff, and whatever other sponsorship they get with the advertisers and shit. Um, but yeah, so for an influence like her, majority of the stuff is like, so the revenue she makes off of YouTube, revenue she makes off of uh TikTok, and any revenue she makes off her stream, I assume part of that goes back to C9. So if she makes like $1,000, then like maybe, I don't know, 200 of that goes back to, or some percentage of that goes back to C9. And then also any merchandise that they sell, because they essentially own her image, all of that they can use that to produce merch, which then can be sold, and then she gets a minor profit of it, while C9 gets the majority of it. Also, I love how one of my mods is following her. But also Santilli knows the used to know the former owner of C9. So he said he thinks he knows who it is, but I need to talk to him about that because life. But yeah, so she is the first ever VTuber signed to an esport team, which I think is super cool. Also, it kind of shows where the future is going, because I shit you not, at some point, I promise you, there's probably going to be a pure VTuber team, VTuber esports team, and it's going to be so cool. Um, Also, for people who don't know, VTuber stands for virtual YouTuber, but it's kind of now a generic term for anybody who has an online avatar that they show instead of their actual person. So, a VTuber could be like, even if they aren't streaming on YouTube, or make videos on YouTube, they're still called a VTuber because VTubers came about mainly on YouTube because of the companies Hololive and Niji Sanji, which are two Japanese countries that are not countries, companies that pre- pretty much only promote VTubers and all that stuff. Actually, one of the ones from uh Hololive is graduating, which I kind of want to talk about, but we can save that for the next one. So
Yep.
yeah, Dragon VTube Girl is now uh esports, and I love it.
um, cool. So kind of sticking game-ish, not quite full game, but over the last like 2 or 3 weeks, we've been playing Knockout City, which is, for those of you that don't know, a dodgeball game.
And if you were also with us earlier, it was a game that Young True said, "Man, that shit looks whack. I will never play that game." But you know, sorry to bring up the past.
Hey, you know what? People say things, they make mistakes, and at the time that I saw it, I still believed that because I wasn't gonna pay $20 for that game because it was from EA, and I refuse to play EA games.
Well, I mean, I feel like most of EA's games are sports games, so I feel like it wouldn't be your thing anyway.
I legitimately do not play EA games. Like I refuse to at this point. And then like I realized that this was an EA game like after it was like, well, it's a free trial. It's like, you know what? Fine. I will try the game because it's free. And then I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fun. Like this is like Fall Guys level of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's up there. It was good. It was fun. It was entertaining. It's like a just easy, like lighthearted game that you just pick up. You play like a 5 minute match.
Until you get
Super easy.
platinum. Bro, like, have you seen like people playing that shit like at like high levels? I'm just like, bro, this just not look fun anymore.
People just get sweaty with anything that they can be competitive with. So
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
bro.
pretty
surprised.
bad. But
But
I
I thought it was a fun game. I mean, I kind of agree with Avery. Wouldn't spend $20
Yeah,
on it
definitely not.
personally.
I,
Just because it's not something I'd see myself playing like that much.
yeah,
But
like I would have enjoyed it if they would have went the Fall Guys Fortnite route and just say, hey, like if you want extra stuff, buy a pass. You know
yeah,
how everything's doing microtransactions. I feel like it'd have been a good game for that, free to play, but
agree.
buy this and then you get extra stuff. Like, cause I thought the customizations was gonna like definitely be a lot better with the regular game. From the little selection they had for us.
mhm.
Yeah.
So I felt like they could do a lot more into that kind of stuff, and
So the biggest thing with it, I was saying at like a low level, I think the game's really fun. At a high level, I think it is not fun. Um, unless you're like super tryharding, and I kind of don't want to do that. If would I if okay, so if my
I think
chat wanted me to play the game, I probably would get the game, but I feel like it's not. It's like I looked at the analytics of it, like or like the average viewer count between Knockout City and Fall Guys, and even now, Fall Guys still has a higher viewer count than Knockout City. And I just
oh yeah,
think because the
I think
game
it's
is
always
just
gonna be.
well.
I think
Go ahead.
go. No, go.
Oh, I was just to say it's just like the problem with it is that the game uh I don't know. I just feel like it gets stale because once you get to like high level,
Yeah,
it becomes too competitive, and it it loses the appeal to like
yeah,
casuals. Like even when you play like Fall Guys and stuff, just because of the randomness of the game, it can still be funny. And also random people who are just starting to play the game make the game look fun. I don't
yeah.
like once you get into those 3-on-3, like, oh, you have to do these specific things and stuff. It stopped. Like there's time I was watching people play and I'm just like, that just doesn't look fun. Like I don't feel like going in there and being a sweat lord. Like not my cup of
Yeah.
tea.
I mean, the game is too. It's weird because it's supposed to be an easy game, but the game is too easy. Like certain things like the auto aim, like they'd have to tune on the auto aim so that you at least like have to like aim in the person's like vicinity for it to like lock. Because right now, like you just hold down the trigger and you just auto locks on someone. Like so things like that they could do to make it like a little bit more challenging. But like I agree with you, it's gonna get stale, you know. So I mean, because at the end of the day, like Fall Guys, you can do a bunch of different things. They can put in like different types of like mini games and stuff. But at the end of the day, this is dodgeball.
Yeah, the most you're gonna do is you're gonna put in a new map. Everybody's gonna play it one time, bitch about it because it was like, oh my god, this thing that they added to it, really dumb. Especially when you get this power up ball, and now one team just kind of steamrolls another, and like unless they make it, they're gonna make it competitive because they already had a tournament for it. Like I don't know, last week. Um, and I watched like 2 minutes of it and I was like, I'm bored. And then went and watched just a regular person play it. It's like, this is so much more fun when people are just having fun and getting fucked or fucking people up. But yeah.
And now I feel like we just went from saying how much we like this game to like how much now we don't like it.
So like
Bro, that's y'all. Y'all went deep, bro. I'm like,
I
damn. It's just ice cream, yo. Like that
bro,
shit gonna
so
melt away.
I do really like the game. It was fun. Is it worth $20? I objectively, I'd say 15. But like the amount of content and amount of stuff you could get out of it, especially if you have like people following for it, yeah, it's definitely worth $20. The problem is the game is not in it's not deep enough to warrant a true following. So that's my one and only problem with it, because like most people I see, they play it for like most like big streamers and stuff. Usually, their viewer count goes down. B, they play it for a couple hours and they go back to whatever they're playing, and then their viewer count goes back up. And I feel like they enjoy the game until they realize, fuck, I have to stream and make analytics and stuff. And I think that's kind of the thing with it. But if
I mean, let's.
at our current point in the game, yes, it is very fun.
Let's get to the crux, right? The crux of the issue is if you release a game in 2021 without a BR, it's how successful is it really going to be? Like if obviously like if you're making it as like a multiplayer game, it's going to be tough to sell a non-BR game. That sounds crazy, but like
I mean, that's not that crazy.
so.
But
Oh
also, I hate BRs, but mainly because of
no,
Fortnite.
your favorite game is a BR.
That's not true. My
Fall Guys
favorite,
is a
Bruh,
BR,
my
your
bro.
my fa-
Fall Gas is
Fall Guys
a
is a
BR.
BR, bro.
No, Fall Guys is a BR. It's not my favorite game. Guilty Gear is my
Okay.
favorite game.
Well, the game you probably like stream most is a BR.
Yes, that is true. That is 100% true. In terms
So,
of hours, yeah, that's true.
so yeah, it's just what's in right now. So I think that might be part of it too.
Yeah, I think it's gonna hit the Among Us Fall Guys phase.
Yeah. Um. All right. I'm gonna let you guys take over for the summer anime because
Oh,
y'all know I don't watch anything.
okay.
Oh, before we get into that though, I did start Demon Slayer.
Hey,
I
let's
have
go.
I
Hey,
haven't
let's get it.
I watched 4 episodes. I haven't watched an episode in like a week. but I'm gonna get back to it. I like it so far.
So I
Bro,
think,
everything is 4 episodes.
yeah, bro. Have you not understood? Shaq has commitment issues.
This man said, "Yo, I stopped after the fourth game. I stopped off, left Death and Robots of the fourth episode. Uh, Demon Slayer, fourth episode, bro. It's the number 4, bro.
Right, bro.
What happened to you when you was 4, 14, or 24,
Hell
bro?
yeah,
Or
like, bro. Bet money. When every game that he stopped at, I bet you was like 444. Like 4 hours,
bruh,
40 hours and
bruh,
40 minutes.
at, at at 4 a.m.
Hell yeah.
44 minutes, like exactly everything was 444, bro. Like
Right.
he planned it all
I forget the
on
name
the
of that
fourth
guy.
day of the fourth month.
Why do you think?
It started in 2004.
That's why he has commitment issues, dog.
Bro, was it your fourth girlfriend, bro? Like, who did it?
Right. Who
No, more than
hurt
that.
you?
Was it my who? I don't. I got it. Who was my other girlfriend? But shit, they might have heard whoever that was. To be honest,
Oh shit.
I don't remember that. Actually, I don't think so. I never. I don't think I'd say it like her like that. But anyway, if it makes you guys feel better, I only watched 3 episodes of WandaVision. So I
That
don't know if that helps.
I mean,
You didn't even finish it, bro?
I watched
Nah,
zero.
I watched 3 episodes, but I haven't finished it.
Bruh, oh my god. I told you last time that never mind. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Bro,
Every
I was about to
time
say.
you keep going, I'm just getting upset at you.
Hell yeah. I was about to say, I was like, dog, the moment he says I didn't watch, I just hear it. I can feel the rage from Chris just growing.
You know what I wish I didn't watch though. Lord of the Rings.
Can we not do this?
Bruh, I'm off here, y'all. Until next time, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Blue cheese.
Oh man.
But
Y'all hear this
anyway,
blasphemy on here, y'all? Oh my
what
gosh.
that nobody wants to actually sit down and rewatch Lord of the Rings? That's not blasphemy, bro. No one's
It's
trying to
alright,
rewatch those
bro.
movies. No one's trying to rewatch those.
It's
No
been
one has the
done
time.
over and over, bruh. Bruh, what you mean though? We just went through a pandemic, bro. Everybody has had time, bruh.
Yeah, there was better things to watch.
Well, apparently you didn't get through nothing, bro. You only got to the third or fourth episode of anything.
You
No,
should
but
have
I
you
didn't.
should have got through all the episodes of Love, Death, and Robots. That's one I can't help you with, Doug. That shit was actually kind of fire, and
Bruh,
No,
and
that man,
it's good.
I hate
that man
listening to
watched,
Chris.
that man watched a half an hour of just like that's 3 episodes, bro. He said, "Yo, that's what I'm gonna watch a regular 30-minute episodes worth
Bro.
of a
Right?
Next
cartoon that lasts 10 minutes."
Nah, two
next
episodes.
next podcast episode, we're gonna bring Erin on here. She's gonna tell you about her experiences of trying to watch movies with me.
Sure. Let's have Aaron as our next guest. I'm down.
All right, bet. And then I'm gonna ask her about how weird you are, because watching people sleep.
I honestly, so I can't 100% fault him for that because I was checking up on this competition that was happening between these streamers, and literally it was who could stream the longest between um I think it was like 6 or 7 streamers, and I think it went up to 19 days. No, 18 days. And literally every time I would check, at least one of them was sleeping. I was just like, are they actually sleeping? Oh, yep, they're sleeping. All right, cool. You know what? Let me get the fuck out of here. So then I saw like 2 sleeping streams on my like recommended. I was like, dog, I was literally just trying to check to see who was fucking winning.
Hey, honestly, y'all, don't be mad if I get video and y'all see me sleeping on stream. Y'all better come snooze with me or something.
I mean, I gotta be a mod, so I'll be there.
I mean, the second you get video, they're gonna see you sleep on stream because you probably fall asleep during the game anyway. That's me
Oh,
and
that's
Chris.
definitely
God damn it.
But no, that's Abe. That's Abe
not.
actually.
Bro,
Hey,
I don't
bruh.
have a camera,
Yeah,
so it's cool.
no,
Also,
that's definitely you, bruh. Yeah, that
that
man, like, yo, I guess we gonna say goodbye to the chat for you, bro. Stream still be going. Like we
bro.
be in the lobby just
Nah,
waiting.
That's why I
this man
haven't.
Chris,
That's
Chris
why I
just don't be
haven't
showing
joined.
up to anything. This man Chris will be like, we'll be like, hey, we're about to hop on this game in 5 minutes. Chris will be like, yeah, I'll be there in five. Do not hear from this man again.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So I at least show up and then pass out. This motherfucker just, I'll be there. Yo, Chris, you
Bro,
Bruh.
awake?
it'll be 2 minutes.
Bruh.
He'll be like, I'll be right there, and then we just don't hear from this man again.
My power shuts down, bro. My battery runs out of life
Bro, you hear the,
until the next day, bruh.
no, you just hear do 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 do.
It's either that or you get my message at what 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hell yeah,
My bad,
I
guys.
was legit about to say, it was like, bro, he said 2 minutes not show up, and then at 3 o'clock in the morning you get a thing. It's like, damn, I just woke up. Like, bitch, I'm sleeping now.
Bruh, I'm shook on the couch. Like, what happened, bro? I was just about to play.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, so there's actually quite a bit of. I'll take over Shaq for this one. There's actually quite a bit of good animes coming out in summer of 2021. Um, we have Slime season 2 part 2. We have the second season of Kobayashi Dragon Maid. We have second season of the Otome game Villainous, and then we have a couple of other ones that are supposed to be super good. So I know this one, I'm not saying that name because I'm lazy. Also, I've been drinking. Uh, Genjitsu Suiyusha no or blah blah blah. So I have read this one. It's actually pretty legit. And then let me see what were the other ones. Season 2 of 100 Man. And then there's a couple other ones that were like super low key sleepers that I forgot which ones they were. So if you like comedy and you like anime, Jai-sama is really good. And then, oh, this is one that I think is going to be super good that I think a lot of people are going to like. If you like action anime with a little bit of comedy and a lot of gore, Peach Boy Riverside is going to be super underappreciated because it covers a lot of dark stuff. And it's very gory, very bloody, and I read the manga and I highly recommend. Also, the two that aren't on here that I think that also if you like ecchi manga that comedy ecchi manga, I would definitely recommend uh Megami Ryo. I also read that one. That one's also very good. The Scarlet Nexus is getting a movie, I think, but you should just play the game, which the demo's out for. Um, the other two are two Netflix originals that aren't on this list. I do not believe. Nope, they are not on this list. Which are Record of Ragnarok, which I highly, and I mean highly recommend. And then there is a Filipino inspired comic book that is being turned into a Netflix adaptation, anime adaptation called Teres, which looks pretty cool. Which I think if you are interested in vampires and the supernatural, I would say you should definitely check it out.
Hmm.
So I'm not gonna show the entire thing because don't want to get demonetized again.
uh, Speaking of some anime, it was some crazy stuff that Shaq had sent us the other day, man, about the Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah. JJK is going on indefinite break. Um, the mangaka had, I think it was actually like planned surgery. It's like minor surgery that I guess, from what I understand, Shonen Jump wanted him to have it like a while ago, but he didn't want to. He said he wanted to finish JJK,
I
but I
thought
guess now it's kind of come to the point where they had to have the surgery. So,
the author for Jujutsu was a girl, or maybe I'm
or
wrong.
she, you might be
I'm
right. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. So I apologize if I'm incorrect.
it doesn't matter because the character for it is uh it's a cat character, so I honestly can't tell you. But I thought that I thought the mangaka was a girl, but I might be wrong.
Either way,
But
it's
I
gonna
thought
be
I
on an indefinite hiatus. So, yeah, glad they didn't get me again because I have not read the last like 20 chapters,
bro,
and they
you
were not
had
gonna catch me like Hunter x Hunter. Bro.
Doug, you have to read the last couple of chapters. They're so
Nah,
good.
nah, bro, y'all not gonna
They're
catch me.
so good.
Y'all not gonna catch me like Hunter x Hunter.
Bro, when
Nope,
when I tell you
nope.
the last two chapters have gone the fuck in, it's so dope. It's so dope.
Yeah,
Oh
but see, I'm gonna read those and then be mad because there's nothing
uh
else to read.
uh
Hey, there's no way you can read though. Tower
Right?
God,
oh, Tower God
Oh,
is
because that's
back.
coming back.
It's back now.
bro.
It's
So
not like
I was
400
so
something
mad.
chapters.
Yeah,
486
almost
or
five,
something like that.
Ooh,
almost to five.
I need the spark notes.
Halfway to One Piece, y'all.
Right.
Spark notes. It's all flames. Yeah,
Maybe.
I waited till fucking like 9 p.m. for that shit to drop. I was pissed off. I was like,
For
bro, it's supposed to be up for the new chapters to drop on Sunday.
Doug, I literally sent you a picture of where to go
Now
read all four new chapters. I only read one of them, and I said, "All right, after that, uh, wait for them to come out periodically on Webtoons." I wasn't gonna. I was just like, you know what? I need to I need to not spend the next 2 hours reading this shit and then having to wait another month before I get a new episode. So I was
Wait,
like,
2 hours.
bet
Wait,
this
wait,
time.
wait, wait. How long is each chapter?
Oh,
so like
probably it can range from somewhere between 18 to 30 pages.
Oh yeah, well.
for
For Tower of God, it might be even longer than that.
no, bro. Tower God, the it has like average of like 40 to 50.
Sure,
And it's 400 some chapters? Nah, no.
bro,
Yeah,
it's
but
so
look,
good.
but look,
Bruh.
Dog,
everything is colored.
I read
Everything
it,
is colored, bro.
dude. I literally read all of Tower
Bro.
of God in I think a month and a half.
Yeah, like it's very good.
It's really,
Everything's colored. It feels like it's so deep, bro, and there's a lot more mystery and stuff to it. But you know, it is commitment for Shaq.
Which is why I won't go.
bro. It's not that hard. You can do it. Now, like it's not it's really not like One Piece levels. Like everything
So like,
flows, and literally you can take breaks between seasons. Like the first season is
yeah,
only 80 something chapters. And if you don't want to read after that, I would just say stop. But I think season 2 where it gets really
I was
good,
gonna,
and then season 3
I was gonna
is
say,
pretty crazy.
man, yeah, like season one, it's good. It lures you in, but everything afterwards turns up. If you
War
want the cliff notes of season one, watch the anime, and then I can just tell you all the stuff that the anime
that's
messed up
different.
and missed out.
They have
Yeah.
a video series for each
I mean, if I was gonna do anything, I'd rather read than watch anyway. I read most of it. I don't really watch
well,
anything.
so
So
Yeah.
the one thing about reading it is that until about halfway through season 1, Some of the art style is a struggle. Like you can tell when he gets an editor.
Yeah, and but it's also because of how webtoons first started, and like
Yeah, that's
as
true.
someone that draws, like it's one thing when you're drawing panels that don't have color, you know, it's a totally different thing when each panel has color, has definition and stuff,
I
like
mean,
a background, like
also,
there's a lot into it.
also he was drawing the entire thing by himself originally and posting it like the same way that like one did, for One Punch Man,
Yeah,
where he was the original drawer and then like he was just kind of getting it out just to see like test the waters and stuff. And as time went by, he was able to get a staff and be able to you know refine his style, which made him a better artist, but also took more time, which is why his hands got fucked. But
yeah. But it's a big difference from like art from the stuff now compared to the art at the
when
very beginning, and it's
initial,
a very clear
yeah.
difference. Yes, yes. But the
So,
story, the lore, everything's still great, and that's what I really enjoy.
who's your favorite 13th month weapon or a 13-month series? Just have to ask.
Mm. I'm just gonna keep it fancy and go with the Black March for now.
Yellow May, easy.
Hmm. Black March, she just stuck up, and I like it. She only comes out for handsome men, and I feel like I'm handsome, so.
Sure. Uh,
Dang.
no. Well, I mean, she, there is another time, but I don't really want to talk about it because it's kind of spoilers. We'll talk about it later. But yeah,
It's okay, bro. I know.
that that's all I really have for that. If you have an anime like of the ones that I recommend, I would definitely say Peach Boy, Record of Ragnarok, um, and then probably Slime and Kobayashi Maid. I think those are the big ones. And everything else kind of just go at your discretion. So
And if you ever
yeah,
get bored, watch One Piece.
never.
I
Hey,
refuse to watch
bro,
One Piece.
bro. Somebody said,
It's my
"Hey,
favorite
if
manga.
you,"
I will never watch it.
someone said, "If you had one show, if you had only a few shows you could ever watch, that's the only you could ever watch." I'm like, bro, I'll put down One Piece because there's so many things that I would forget whatever happened like 3 days ago.
If I wait, how many do we get to pick?
Like if you had 3 shows,
Three shows. Okay, so
and that's all you could ever watch for the rest of your life, bro.
Outlaw Star. Um, ooh. Hmm. I don't know. I actually have to think about that.
I said,
Outlaw
think
Star
about it,
is
bro.
yeah, because the problem is like I'm thinking about it as like from the manga standpoint, but that doesn't really work. I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
I would pick Entourage. Uh,
You said what?
chat. Entourage. The chat's about to judge me. Entourage.
Hmm.
It's a HBO show. Chat's about to judge me, but Gossip Girl. Don't care what y'all say. And for my third one's gonna be hard. I don't know what I'd pick for my third one. Probably Survivor because there's like 30 something seasons, so there's just so much to watch. Those would be my three. Cool. Anyway,
Okay. So yeah, I think we're done with the anime set. All I'm gonna say is just watch Record of Ragnarok because that shit's about to be the tits. And who doesn't love? Never mind. I'm good. Yeah.
And finish Love, Death, and Robots if you haven't.
one day.
But watch
That's
Record of Ragnarok first.
one day.
I hate
It's a list. It's a
Bro,
list.
you already have commitment issues. You're never gonna see it. You're gonna watch like 3 episodes, and the only reason you're gonna or correction, 4 episodes, and the only reason you're gonna watch them is because we're gonna put it as a conversation topic in like 3 weeks or
That's honestly the
4 months.
only way. That's probably the only way to get me to watch that within like the next 2 months. I'll be honest. I'm 100% honest.
I'm well aware.
Oh man, I'm gonna get to it.
Hmm.
I might watch Loki. I might. We'll see.
So,
I'm probably lying, but I might.
man, I'm supposed to be one who doesn't watch TV.
I mean, episode 1 is good, but I'm not gonna say it because it doesn't really matter to these boys. You know,
I don't
my
have
man. You don't have what?
what is it showing on?
Disney Plus.
Don't have that.
It's alright, bro. It's alright.
But yeah. All right.
Just finish the other stuff.
All right.
I'm gonna finish Record of Ragnarok. I can tell you that much.
Thanks, one of us.
I hate you.
Anywho, let's move on. We only have a few things left to think. I guess moving into like a sports segment, and we can kind of like run through these pretty quick. Um, do we want to talk
Take
about
mine off.
that?
Bro.
Do we want to talk about the Mayweather Paul fight?
Bro, it was a hug. It was a hug fest. There you
Yeah,
go.
it was a money grab. All right,
Hey,
cool.
if someone's fighting one of the Paul brothers, just know it's just for some money, bro. That's all.
Yeah, it's a money grab. It's all right. I respect it.
I mean,
I do if it's a no.
bro, they knew what they were doing. They knew that this was gonna be a payout for both of them. Mayweather held up Logan when that boy was about to fall,
Yeah,
and they hugged it out. Good for both of them.
good. Good for
Also,
them.
you got the meme, got your hat. Like that shit was fire. Shout out to Jake.
He got that tattooed on his leg. I don't know if you saw it.
I did not, but that's so funny.
Yeah, bro. He got your hat tattooed on his fucking
Bro,
leg.
that's lit actually. Basically made
It
so much
was,
money off of that. That's so dumb.
yeah, the two of them are ridiculous, bro. No, I kind of want to talk about your thing, Jet. So the topic here is for the NFL, is it your favorite team still when your favorite athlete is gone?
It depends.
And
Oh, well, shit.
yeah, well, yeah, I guess it depends.
Like, what do I do with my jersey?
You keep it. Duh.
But like, I think it depends on, is it your favorite team because of that athlete, or was it your favorite team and that athlete happened to get picked by them? Because like for me, it's like I'm a Lakers fan. I've been a Lakers fan my whole life. I'll always be a Lakers fan. But like NFL, I'm a Jets fan because like I'm from New York. But back when Ocho Cinco was on or Chad Johnson was on the Bengals, I was a huge Bengals fan, basically because of him. And then once he left, like I could care less about the Bengals. So I feel like it depends on what your motivation is to like the team. You know?
Yeah, but for me, it's the home team. But the player. Well, to start off, my favorite player in the NFL, y'all, is Julio Jones. He's gone, y'all. He's gone to Atlanta, and there's nothing I could do. And I've been an Atlanta fan, since before he was there. But when I watched him play ball in Alabama, I became a fan of him. And then it was even better when he got
Nobody builds pipe.
to the Falcons for me. And he's one of the best receivers in the NFL, so they actually helped. But people tend to forget about that kind of stuff. I might have started rambling. Sorry. Just someone else talk.
Bro, go ahead. Yo, bruh. I went through a whole fucking Nintendo segment. You guys say what you gotta say, dog.
I'm saying, bro, like, my team really acted like they didn't need this, man. Like, we didn't need, like, we could have got a lot of more things could have been done than what had happened, basically. And it just comes down to the foundation of our organization not being good with their money, spending too much. How the hell does your organization feel like, oh, we don't have enough money to pay the new players coming in. How do you get to that point? How?
So
And we didn't even win no Super Bowl.
Because you don't have Jerry Jones money, duh.
I mean, NFL has a cap anyway, but
Yeah.
to be fair to Atlanta, well, first of all, I think
Well, also
Atlanta's front office,
you guys hella overpaid Ryan too early.
yeah,
Well, I
that's
would
big
never
facts.
pay him that money, period.
Facts.
I'm tired of seeing his dumb ass. He's better than most
I mean,
backs in the
yeah,
NFL.
but I mean, they paid him coming off. Wasn't he an MVP? Wasn't it like after his MVP season they extended him?
Bro,
He was
yeah,
like-
off
it was
his
that,
second
but
season.
I'm gonna even say this though, bro. But if you throw your receiver a slant, a 5 yard slant, and he take that shit to the house, why the fuck you getting the MVP, bro? When that motherfucker took that shit to the house.
I mean, I don't think that's what all his passes were. I don't really watch the Falcons, so you know better than me. But
His Matt
Bruh.
Ryan's first pass in the NFL was literally a touchdown, and
Yeah.
they went for what, a 10-6 or 9-7 season, and
Yeah,
went to the
we
playoffs for their first thing. Won the first round of the playoffs, which beat Tony Romo, who had better stats than him all year. But they said, but Matt Ryan can win a playoff game. And then everybody has essentially been sold on Matt Ryan ever since.
alright, so here's my counterpoint for the Julio Jones thing and like being upset that they traded Julio Jones. Julio Jones is 32, right? And as good as Julio Jones is, Father Time is undefeated. So at some point, he's gonna regress.
Is Julio
And
Jones
it's
really that old?
and yeah, and history would say that it's gonna be sooner rather than later. Like within the next like 2 years, as a receiver, it's probably gonna start to like decline. So I understand wanting to get something for him now versus later. Like, granted, I've been clowning Atlanta, but at the same time, like, you want to get something from him now versus later. And Atlanta knows that they're not going to be Super Bowl bound within the next couple of years. So it doesn't
But-
make sense to sit there and have him on your team when you can get him and start building a roster because y'all are not going to the Super Bowl anytime soon. That's facts. It sucks, but I'm a Jets fan. We're not going to the Super Bowl ever. So you just got to So I'd rather get something for him now, or rather than end up with like a Roddy White situation where you're just stuck holding the bag of a like receiver that just like is going to sit on your team till he retires. It sounds terrible, but that's how it's
well,
going to go.
some people are meant to. Bro, that's the whole thing. He was supposed to retire a Falcon, bro. Like we was supposed to keep one of the greatest receivers in the
Nah,
NFL.
Bro,
For
He's
his,
that doesn't happen anymore.
bruh.
That doesn't happen in the NFL. What happens in the
I know.
NFL is you go somewhere else and then you come back. They sign you on like a 10-day contract,
Bro,
and then you retire with whatever team.
exactly.
That's all that happens.
Because like if we want to talk about that, literally DeMarcus Ware should have never not been a Cowboys. DeMarcus Ware is probably one of the best defensive ends or outside linebackers to ever exist in, or rushing outside linebackers to ever exist in the fucking NFL at all times, and I'll die on that sword. And they literally let this man go just to fucking release cap space and then sign him to a 1 day after 2 years.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
that's
That's
just
exactly what happens.
that's just the NFL at this point.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. So I still think Julio Jones will retire Falcon. It'll just be in a couple of years. He'll again sign that 1 day or whatever, and quote unquote retire Falcon. It'll be fine.
All I'm gonna say is people saying like this man washed, and I'm gonna say, bro, he gonna have a big season. He gonna have a pretty decent season with Tennessee.
I don't think he's
And,
washed. I think it's just
Nah,
it's just cost analysis. Is what can I get for him now versus what am I going to be able to get for him in a year or two?
well, no, I'm like a lot of people acting like he's washed, bro. I'm like, bro, this has been like the only season that he didn't play that many games, and it's because of the team making him play hurt. Like he's not missed that many games until this past season, and it's like, yeah, he's been hurt. Let that man rest as he should, you know.
Be like that. I mean, Des Bryant got taken out of our scheme because of the way that Dak plays, which at that time just didn't allow for the way that Dez played. I I
Thank you, Colin.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I still think Dak is still a good receiver. It's just it was unfortunate. It's just this scheme wasn't built for him. So life.
Yeah. But like I don't know. My whole thing is like it's just kind of hard to still be like lit to watch a football game, and then oh my favorite player is not on not on my team no more. Like I really feel like a Barry right now. Like I'm in my Wentz jersey, but Wentz not on the field. Like uh,
Barry. But so it's it's weird for me because I've always been a Cowboys fan. Um, but my mom has always been a Players fan. So she always has like a favorite player. So it was like originally LT. Well, it was originally TO, then LT, then Adrian Peterson, and then it's Russell Wilson. So whatever team they were on at that time, that was her team. So right now her favorite team is still Seahawks because she still likes Russell Wilson because
bro, your mom and my mom could be friends.
yeah. So like she like literally actually crazy thing. I met the wide receiver coach for the Seahawks. I don't know if he still is. But he was at the time. So literally I actually have a picture. I have a picture of my mom and I have a picture of me with the fucking um Super Bowl championship ring on from Seattle, which is so lit. But yeah, so she's always been a player person. So like for me it's like oh, it doesn't really bother me when somebody says, "Oh, I'm a this person fan, so whatever team they're on, that's my team." Cuz that's been my mom all of her life. So, whatever. I'm just a Dallas fan cuz I was born in Fort Worth, so
I feel that. I love it when we beat y'all, and I hate it when we lose to y'all. That's with me and anybody's team, to be
yeah,
honest, y'all.
I mean that's fair.
So just know if my team's playing your team, I am talking straight cash
Yeah, cuz
trash to y'all, bruh. I am, but I just like having fun, bro.
you're
If
also
I don't
good.
talk trash to you, man, all right, you right, you right.
Get to the Western Conference players.
But I just, I care. I
Nah,
just let you know that I care.
I'm not.
Like, hey, it's game week.
All I'm saying is live your best life. Just no. I was like, so the thing with me is like, I don't talk shit to people unless they talk shit to me first. So like, if you like you and Barry will literally text me is like, you know what? We taking like Barry will literally text me on Monday, the Sunday we're supposed to fucking play each other, and is like, we can't be friends this weekend. It's like, all right, cool. He set the standard. Fuck Barry. You on
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
by Wednesday, I'm getting a text is like, so we taking shots for the loser? I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's the energy that we're doing this week. I was just going
Bruh.
chill.
Every week. So when me and Barry lived together, that was every Sunday. We was like, all right, we're going to Mother's. All right, bro. What we about to do? You about to do this? I'm about to do this. All right, bet. We already got 2 shots on this first game because we play each other.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hell week. All right, I'm good on NFL. Fucking shit.
You sure? You
um,
no more rants? No more Nintendo rants?
Nah, I actually cried over the weekend, so I'm all right now.
Oh shit. You
I
want
think
a
he's being
hug?
serious.
I was
Bruh.
very serious about giving him a hug too.
Hey, when I see you, I might need a hug, bro.
That's cool. I'll give you a hug and we'll go play some volleyball. It'll be lit.
Hey, I'm down for some high Q.
Nice.
Um, let's just knock this one real quick. All right. Yeah. Do we want to talk about the NBA thing?
If you want to, it's your topic.
Bro.
Do we want to talk about it?
Sure.
Okay. I'll go through it quick. So fans have started returning to NBA arenas, and fans are wilding. We've been stuck in lockdown for like a year and a half, and people are very happy to get out, and they are wilding. So over the last couple weeks, with NBA playoffs going on, there's been a couple incidents attacking physically and verbally players. Russell Westbrook got injured, was booed off the court after being injured, and then had a fan throw popcorn on him. Trey Young was spit on in Madison Square Garden, which is insane.
Oh, it's nice.
A fan, a fan then tried to run onto the court. I forget who was playing. I don't even remember what the game was, but got tackled by security. And then probably the worst one was in Utah. So Memphis was playing Utah, and I guess in Utah, Ja Morant's parents were in the stands, and Utah fans were calling his mom the B word. And apparently, someone said to his dad to shut up, and I quote, it was like, "Shut up, I'll put a nickel in your back and watch you dance, boy." So yeah, NBA fans are wilding.
Like what?
Yes, yes, bro.
That's just people. That's just people post COVID period, bruh. Like,
No, that's
And so the
that's
NBA's
people.
response to all of these things have basically just been to serve all these people lifetime bans. Oh, there was one other incident. Kyrie Irving got hit with or someone tried to throw a bottle at Kyrie Irving in Boston. That kid got arrested. He was like 21 or something. But no one else got arrested in any of these incidents. And the arenas pretty much just said that they're going to serve these people lifetime bans. My question there, though, is I'm pretty sure everyone here has been to some kind of sporting event. Have you ever had your ID checked with your ticket? Like, are they really going to be checking for lifetime bans? Because I can go on Ticketmaster, buy a ticket, and then just show up.
So what they should have done was arrested those people, like
Big
all of
fact.
them, like
Bro, that's
not even,
literally assault.
yeah, like literally even if you're gonna say like, you getting into an altercation with one of the like a different fan, one thing, but when you are actually harassing the family of one, and this is one of the times like I'm actually down for preferential treatment. Um, if you're harassing one of the family members of the player or the player themselves, if in any way, shape, or form that can come off as destructive or um, I guess I don't know how to specifically say this, but kind of in a way that is aggressive towards them, I think you should be I think that at that point, to the point where like it causes a physical reaction out of the recipient, then at that point, I feel like, dog, you just take them out, arrest them for the day, whatever, and put it as a misdemeanor on them. Like, just
bruh.
don't just do not like make it so that it is a zero tolerance policy for harassing players and families of players, because especially right now when people are just getting out of quarantine and people don't know how to fucking act no more. No,
Yeah.
you need to have a fucking authoritarian zero tolerance policy on all of that shit. Like, bro, you harass the players, you throw shit at the players, you spit on the players, you do
Yeah, bro.
you say no, like some
See,
fucking racist shit
Bro,
to,
mind you, they spit on them in a pandemic. Damn,
bro, you
yeah,
should, so that should have been a felony. But
damn.
yeah.
that's an entire different story. But yeah, so all
See,
like I'm saying in general, bro, minimum is like I'm telling people at the beginning of the game, if you harass the players, the family of players, or anybody who's tied to them, as in a spouse or child, you will be arrested for a misdemeanor. I'm saying that at the beginning of games. You can boo, you can hiss, you can say some dumb shit like, "Yo, you fucking suck," like whatever. That's just like, but when you start throwing shit at people or fucking spitting on them, nah, you getting your ass out there. You're you in jail, dog. Go ahead.
see, bro. The problem is, bro. We got too many LeBron Jameses, and we don't have enough on our chest.
Nah, because the problem with that is,
the
and next thing
that
you know
man,
is they're gonna
it's a
catch they're
brawl.
well the yeah, so that and
Yeah,
then
because the
the
player 100% gets in trouble in that instance.
yeah,
Yeah, I know,
100%. And not only
but
that, so the player gets in trouble, so they get sued. NBA gets in trouble because they get sued. And at the end of, even if they're warranted, the fucking money they lose in lawsuits not worth it. Just say it's like, bro, if you do any of this shit, fucking you're going to jail. And by
yeah,
buying a
but you
ticket
also got you also,
I don't care. If you say you bought a ticket, I don't even care if you. It should be in the terms of contract. You buy a ticket for this game, then you apply to these terms of you apply to these rules and services. If you sell this ticket to anyone, then they must apply. Then they must agree to the same terms and services that you have accepted. If not, then this ticket is invalid, and both you and the person who purchased the ticket are both warranted for a misdemeanor. Boom.
Yeah.
There you go. At that point, it's either you listen to the fucking law of don't fucking be a douchebag, or you just or you don't buy a ticket. That's it. It's not that hard.
Yeah. They got to start arresting these people for real. Is honestly the biggest thing. Like, fam, you can't spit on somebody, bro.
but that's just period, bro. Like
No, yeah, you can't spit on somebody.
when I was a kid, my mama said, "Chris, don't you spit on nobody. That's the easiest way to fight."
Oh,
Like legit.
I literally gave somebody a bloody nose because they spit on me.
Like it's one of the most disrespectful things you can do to a person is literally spit on them. You know?
Even though it's how I operate, so if somebody spits on me, I'm probably gonna get a duel. So, you know.
You,
And
I'm
no,
probably gonna. Never mind. Let's not. I am a changed human being. I don't fight. Violence is never the answer, children.
That's not true.
unless it's with
Shut up,
me.
That's
Shaq.
not true.
You know.
Shaq, shut up. Violence is never the answer.
Except what it is. But yeah, I think that's the bottom line with this whole thing. Though, is they got to start arresting people because even though, like, yeah, I think most of the players are smart. Like, they're gonna mess with the wrong one,
Yeah,
and it's not gonna be good.
yeah. At that point,
So,
you just gotta set an example.
yeah. All right. So on to our final topic, if everyone's cool with that.
Whoop, whoop.
Our favorite segment of the evening. The "Don't Be a Shit Human Being" portion of our show, and we have kind of a sad story, honestly, this week. Kind of sad on multiple sides. So I don't know if you guys saw in the news, but about a week and a half ago, so this was 8 days
Legit
ago,
right
right?
after the last. Yeah.
Yeah. A Houston mom and her family were riding down the road when a dog a dog came like running out of like their house. It was a like 5-month-old puppy or something came running out of the house. And I guess the mom got scared in the street. It was like her husband, and I think their kid riding their bicycles.
What
The
kind of
dog like came out.
what kind of dog was it?
Was it a boxer?
I think it was a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a boxer.
Yeah,
It's like so.
Five.
just for
It was
context
a
when you say.
5 month old
Yeah,
5 month old boxer, yo.
Okay.
Not a full grown pup. I mean dog. It's still a pup, bro. Five
Okay.
months. A boxer.
Okay.
So the boxer was going out. Essentially, the boxer's owner said that the dog had been like barking by the front door, so he thought maybe his brother was there. So he opened the door, and the dog went running out. And I guess the dog went running out towards the street, like towards the mom. And there's a video of it online, but essentially within like a 5-second time span of the dog running out of the house, you hear 3 gunshots. Then the dog comes running back to the house and like runs inside, and then you hear screaming in the street. And essentially, the mom saw the dog, just like freaked out instantly, pulled out her gun and shot 3 times. One bullet grazed the dog's leg, one of them missed, and with the third bullet, she accidentally shot her 5-year-old son. Um, So
And mind you, the dog never crossed the street. The dog was still in its yard.
yeah, so you can actually watch the video. The dog comes out of the house, runs around around the car, then runs back around the car, like back to the other side of the car. To me, it looks like the dog's trying to play, but like
Yeah.
aside from
But
that, like a 5-year-old was shot. So she like pulls out her gun and shoots 3 times,
Didn't the
and
5-year-old
gets a
die?
bullet ricocheted. The 5-year-old what?
Didn't the 5-year-old die?
No, 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 no,
no,
no, no,
no.
no.
Okay.
The 5-year-old's okay. I think he got shot in the abdomen, and he was in stable
Yeah.
condition when they took him to the hospital
Yeah.
and everything.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
no
okay.
one died. The mother is being charged with dangerous. I want to say the exact thing. It's deadly conduct with a firearm.
Yeah.
But
And then also the guy with the dog got charged with having his, I think, dog off the leash or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Which is basically done because the kid got shot, and the person's probably said, "Well, I would have never shot it. The dog would have been off the leash."
I
But
mean, it is a law.
uh,
Let's be fair. It's a
it is a
law, and
law.
the dog was not on a leash.
Yep,
To be
and
fair.
that's true. But at the same time, lady, one, why the hell you so trigger happy with your gun?
It's
Two,
Texas.
you would have shot my dog, I would have had a problem.
It's
Why
Texas.
my dog got shot in my yard. Best believe I'm coming over there to see you.
You better bring a gun because you already know she's gonna
Because
Hey,
want
she got one.
hey, I'm saying what? Look, at this point, bro, it don't matter what
Gotta,
she's
gotta
probably gonna
bring,
shoot me in my own yard too.
gotta bring that 6-shooter. Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
is Texas a standing ground state? Because she's gonna say she felt threatened.
Sure as fuck is.
Bang bang. It's quite a few,
but
bro.
at the same time, I feel threatened because she shot her own son trying to shoot my dog. Like,
Yeah, but it
wow,
at that point
you
it
know,
depends on who shoots first because the other person is gonna say they felt threatened.
Yeah,
yeah,
simple.
So
it's a,
if she shot you first, she probably getting off. So you better
man,
you better shoot her
Just be
from the
quick.
inside of your
Yep.
house.
yeah. Man, but no, man, I
But
saw that. I said, really, bro? Like, she really's out here, like, instantly, like, oh, snap, it's a, not, oh, it's coming to get us. It's a dog. Bop, 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 bop. Like, you have no time to think, no time to sit there and chill,
Bro, why didn't she just
like, no
grab the
recollection.
child?
Bro,
yeah,
the child in the way, bro. Like, she just shooting.
yeah. I mean, I think the
She's
biggest thing
just
for me in this
shooting.
story is gun safety. Like, you don't just start firing off in the street, especially not
That's,
with your 5-year-old around. Like, that's the biggest issue for me.
Bro,
yeah,
Yeah, I agree with not like shooting the dog, but I can understand a situation where you might genuinely like be in fear and you want to do that, but at the same time, again, your 5-year-old is right there.
you know,
You could have really the dog's not honestly the dog wasn't that big. Like you could have picked your kid up,
bro,
yeah.
and the worst the dog could have done was bite your ankle.
once again,
Um,
this is Texas. Motherfuckers are ready to fucking fire some
yeah,
shit. And
because it's fully open carry. You don't have to have a permit. You just have that thing on your hip, ready to go.
Yeah, bro.
At all
and
times.
as somebody who's born in Texas, bro, that shit's a culture out there.
Well, I know, bro. I've been there plenty of times, and it really worries me because a lot of people are like, we need our guns. I'm like, but you see this?
So the thing
She
is,
don't need that gun,
but
you
here's the
know?
thing: the bullshit of the most people who say, "Oh, we need our guns," they need our guns so in case they get and they when they find Texas finally annexes from the states, which is never gonna fucking happen. But they just need to make sure that
Texas,
they have a militia ready so that they can be prepared. Like, bitch, what are you gonna do with a fucking 6-shooter when
bro.
the United States government has nuclear weapons? Like, y'all really thought this through?
Texas left the power grid and almost didn't survive like one storm, bro.
Yeah,
They
because,
gotta relax.
bro,
They
Texas,
gotta
that's
relax.
because Texas is dumb. And to the people who live in Texas, like, I don't mean y'all. I mean, like, the state government of Texas is fucking stupid because essentially the reason why they left it was so that
It
they
was
didn't
one
have to
guy.
fucking no, because they didn't want to fucking pay taxes. And
An
because
idiot.
Texas is one of the few states that really gets snow like that, so now they're just like, you know what? If we're gonna, you know what, we can survive with our own power grid. And now they blame. And the worst part was like the people who were blaming like the fucking like federal government for that shit. It was like, oh, it's the government's fault that Texas is in whatever. And then you're just like, no, it's because you guys decided that you guys didn't want to be on the fucking. Well, the state government decided I don't want to be on the grid because I don't want to pay taxes and shit. Like, that has nothing to do with the people. People are fucking freezing out there because y'all want to be selfish and shit. Like, nah, I can't. Hmm. There's too many things to say to that, but I'm a chill because
Yeah, we could honestly, yeah, I could do a whole podcast on like
why
this
Texas is
country.
fucking stupid.
Well, not just that, but this country's done us. But
Fair,
I'll spare you guys because
bro.
I have a lot of rants.
You know what? We can do it on TFT either tomorrow or later, cause I think I got like one or two games in me. I still gotta get to plat by hopefully tomorrow, cause I'm trying to play Guilty Gear this weekend. But
That's yeah.
once again, another story. But long story short, if you're in Texas, be careful because people will fucking shoot you.
Also Florida. Um, there
True.
someone killed someone at like a public side of the street from me today. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
not even public to say, bro. It's crazy.
True.
Only America.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got on it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm good on that, and we'll rant about gun stuff another time. But I think that is all we have for you guys tonight. For those of you that made it through this thing, it's what is it, 2.5 hours? Thanks for
Um,
joining us. Again, I'm Shactus, and I'm joined by Jet Kamikaze and True 55. Um, thank you for hanging out with us for episode 9 of the Poor Decisions podcast, and we will catch you in 2 weeks for episode 10.
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Jet, do you have any socials that you want to drop?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and also Twitch. If you haven't already, at Jet Kamikaze, Jet_Kamikaze. You heard me?
Shaq, you wanna drop
Do I
anything?
want to drop anything? Yeah, I would like to follow me at don't follow Shaq on anything. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. That's all I got for you guys. Don't follow me. It's not worth the follow.
Mm. Unless you just like hatred and ignorance, then yeah, I would suggest don't follow Shaq. Um,
Pretty much.
for me, uh, obviously if you're here right now, you obviously know my stream, Truth 55 with two H's. Also, guys, if you haven't already, to anybody here who is not aware, we have a YouTube channel now for all of the podcasts. We'll probably be retroactively adding a couple of the podcasts up there, but
You
we
just
do.
like you just went out and back in after like 10 seconds. Just a heads up.
Can you hear me now? I'll take that as a maybe.
I'm hold on, let me see if I can hear you on stream.
Oh, Shaq dropped out. Is that my fault? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna keep talking
Stream.
then.
I can hear
Um,
you. Oh,
so yeah, as I was saying, Jackie, you back?
Yeah, sorry, my Discord was like, yeah, my Discord was being weird. My bad.
Kev said he could hear me the entire time. Okay, he said, yeah, Chad says he can hear me the entire time. Either way, as I was saying, yes, we have a YouTube channel for our podcast now. And yeah, as I was saying, we'll try to be retroactively adding a couple of the episodes, especially the ones that we have guests on. But we will also be obviously uploading all of our current and new episodes. So hopefully this one will be up in within the week. Um, and yeah, also for any updates on me personally, check out my Twitter at truth_ave, also with two H's. And I reached my follow goal of 90 people. So I will be updating my Discord channel probably sometime this week um to make it a little bit prettier and make it a little bit more specific for people who follow and people who sub. So there will be specific perks for each one, and also making um a chat for or a channel for podcast suggestions. So yeah, all of those things. I'll probably once I fix it up, I'll send a link out for the Discord for the people who aren't already followed. But yeah, that's all I really have.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
Hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your week. Happy Thursday. I guess there's only one day left in the week because we're recording a day late. But
Oh, this is my
yeah,
Friday, so it's lit.
must be nice. We'll have a happy
Must
Friday
be
for everyone else.
nice.
Um, everyone else that doesn't have money to eat sushi every day. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday.
I do
Yeah.
not eat sushi. Whatever. I don't
All
care.
right, bro. I saw Sammy's IG. I saw what was going on.
Uh,
It's cool.
I saw it too. You know, bougie.
I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
Over it.
Mm-hmm. But it's cool.
Either way.
But yeah, so we're gonna get out of here, guys. You guys have a good night.
Okay.
Yeah, peace.
All right. Thank you, everybody.